Here's a money hack that millionaires understand. Being lazy is a powerful, powerful tool. Let me tell you.
The number one goal is happiness. Happiness in life.
My main message to people, whatever they're doing, whatever they want to do, however their situation is, if you want change, you have to do something different. Life is all about trying new things, which by default will take you out of the comfort zone. If you want to achieve happiness, you need to understand what you need to be happy. Are you trying to impress somebody else? Or are you living your life for somebody else?
There's no secret to becoming a millionaire, but there is one thing that we all do that other people don't. We take massive action. We have an idea, we implement on it, always. And if it fails, who cares? We move on and we start something else.
Do something different. Extend your horizon. Read a book you never thought you would read. If you don't like nature, having been out in nature last year, take a trip out in nature. Look at this beautiful beach here in Florida. Take a walk. Go out in the woods if you're close to. Go on a beach if you're close to the beach. Live. That's what it's all about. Live happy.
The more people tell you it's not possible, that it can't be done, the more you should be absolutely determined to prove them wrong. Treat the word impossible as nothing more than motivation. Relish the opportunity to be an outsider. Embrace that label. Being an outsider is fine. Embrace the label. Because it's the outsiders who change the world and who make a real and lasting difference.
Hey, it's Clayton. Welcome back to Business School. I want you to understand the most important thing when you're starting a business and to get out of that scarcity mindset. You know, all poverty comes from a scarcity mindset. It comes from that sort of consumer idea that I need to take more from other people and things. I need to be better than somebody else by taking. When true wealth comes from creating and giving back. And how can I create value, right? It's an exchange. So if I'm giving you value here on this channel, then I expect you'll follow me and hit the little heart button there and share this with somebody else. The same is true of creating a business, that if I create value and I provide value for you, then there will be an exchange. But people who are poor create a scarcity mindset where they want to take instead of give. That's one of the most important things I can teach you.
I'm going to share a tip with you from the book High Performance Habits by Brendan Burchard. Brendan Burchard is not just a mentor to millionaires, he's a mentor to billionaires, so it's probably worth a listen. The concept is called tension to intention. Let me explain. Brendan talks about the concept of releasing tension before you go into a new situation and thinking about how you want to go into that situation with new energy and not result in having a negative outcome. So for example, if you've woken up in a foul mood and you're getting ready for your first meeting of the day, take a second and do one of these three things. Either watch something funny or think of something that will make you laugh. Drop down on the floor if you have to and do some press-ups or some burpees. Or finally, just shut your eyes and take some deep breaths just to regain some peace and some calm. Through releasing this tension in your body, you'll go into that new situation with positivity and success.
Here's a money hack that millionaires understand. Being lazy is a powerful, powerful tool. Let me tell you how it works. When you place your intention on something that you want to accomplish, you put that energy out into the universe. A plan is in place, in motion. And then you're able to sit back, relax on a Saturday afternoon by the pool, and just breathe, just relax, and allow for these things to start to unfold in your life without having to push and push and push into areas that don't make sense. Having that restorative time, that time to take a walk without listening to earbuds or anything else, and just to reflect. Now you've put that intention to the universe for that business that you want to start, that project that you want to begin. Now, once that intention is pushed out there, then amazing things start to happen in those points of laziness. So why it's so important to get a rest of night's sleep, why entrepreneurs spend time on the beach, relaxing. They're not focused on other things, they're allowing.
You guys really want to know how I got this far in business? One day I met a millionaire. He told me everything I was doing was wrong. I was crushed, but I knew he was right because he had done it before. I took every scrap of advice he would give me and I applied it. This one guy changed my entire life in about the span of a week. Everything that I needed the answer to, he already knew because he'd done it before. Imagine if all those years of self-educating could be compressed into like an hour because you talk to someone who knows how to do it. If you can get a mentor who's in a related industry to what you're doing, do it.
The rich keep getting richer and the middle class stays stagnant because of one simple principle, and that's making your money work for you. You don't need to be rich to do that. You just have to know how. Most of us get paid and then spend our money on whatever we want, but that's not growing your income. Invest your income in things that will grow and give you a passive income, and then use that to buy whatever you want.
I became the first millionaire in my family because of my work ethic plus financial intelligence. So I grew up with my family very hard workers. My dad was the hardest working person I knew, but the thing is, he didn't have financial intelligence. He had hard work and he worked for somebody else. And we all know how that goes. When you have hard work with poor financial intelligence, it can lead to ruin, bankruptcy, and nothing in savings. The thing and key is to make sure that you build financial intelligence. It's what I teach you to do here on this channel. Subscribe, follow me, and I'll teach you.
Don't compare your beginning with other successful people's endgame. You cannot compare where you are in the starting phase with where other people are 10 to 15, 20 years down the road, right? It's a process, it's a journey, and that can discourage you, okay? So focus on you, focus on what you want, and take one step at a time. The game is against yourself, not against others.
Major question. What is the difference between a pension and a 401k? A pension means that you're going to get, when you retire, a specific stated amount, a monthly defined benefit amount every month for the rest of your life, assuming that the pension doesn't collapse. And a 401k means that you're going to get money in retirement, but the risk is on you, and it's based on how much you put away and what kind of rate of return you get on that money. That's the main difference between a pension and a 401k, of which both are taxed at ordinary income. Both are at risk of inflation as well as lost opportunity cost on inflation.
The craziest story, but 50 Cent was my intern. I have this kid who's a boxer who wants to be a rapper. He wants to get some business experience. So we made a deal that he would intern for me for whatever experience I could give him. And in exchange, he'd help me write these jingles that I was doing at the time. Fast forward 10 years later, we go on our own way, and 50 becomes this amazing international star, and I have a private jet company called Marquee Jet, and by fluke, he's a guest on one of our airplanes. So I had the pilot write a note, say, 50, you're never gonna believe this. This is Jesse from the Jingle Company, and you're on one of my airplanes. And the next day, he wrote into all of his contracts that he would only fly with Marquee Jet. That is a lesson on loyalty. And you never know who the next 50 Cent's gonna be.